Talking about this trailer. Okay, so today we're going to start chapter 15. Chapter 15 is about buying or building a PC, and today we're going to talk about buying. And you guys are going to figure out how much money you have for the project, and you're going to start looking at buying it.
So wait, we're doing two kind of exams here going on?
No, your next project is PowerPoint, okay?
But
and you're going to compare.
Is this one where we have to buy like a?
You're going to buy one, and you're going to build one, okay? For a certain amount of money that we're going to spin the wheel for, okay? So let's say if your table has $1,000, okay, then you have $1,000 to buy, and you have $1,000 to build. And you're going to show us what you can do with $1,000 if you have to buy one straight from Dell versus can you build a better one if you do it yourself. Okay? So that's what we're comparing. Because at different price levels, sometimes you can build, or sometimes you can get a better one if you buy, and sometimes you can get a better one if you build.
Is this all we're doing for the rest of the year then?
We only have a week and a half left.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about repairs right before the final exam. Okay. So, anyways, today we're talking about buying, and when we talk about buying, we're talking about buying one that you're going to get in the mail, plug in and turn on. Okay? Not one you have to do anything to. It comes pre-made. That doesn't mean you can't do any choices. Okay? So when we go and we're not spinning yet. So there we go. When we buy online, well, let's talk about buying. We have stores, and we have I gotta write slower. Online retailers. What kind of stores can you buy a PC at?
Best Buy.
Okay, so we go to Best Buy.
Office Max. Staples.
I can't write that fast.
Walmart.
Office, yeah, Walmart.
Target. Does Target have computers?
Micro Center.
Yeah.
Kmart.
Staples.
I'm not writing anymore. There's a ton of places that you can buy PCs anymore, right? Micro Center is the one down in Cincinnati that I said you get really good deals at. Okay. So there's tons of places you can walk in and buy. Okay, there's tons of places you can walk in and buy. If I go to Walmart and I see a really nice PC and I walk in and say, hey, I really like this PC, but can I get 4 gig of memory in it? Is the person at the electronics desk going to be able to help you?
No.
No, okay? Most of the time when you go into a store, if you buy a PC, that's what you get. Now, at Best Buy, you can buy a PC and then walk it over to the Geek Squad and say, we upgrade my RAM to 4 gig of RAM, and they'll be more than happy to, but they will charge you a premium for doing it. You're going to pay their $50 charge for upgrading the RAM. I'm guessing the charge. I don't know what theirs is. Billy would know. Billy Shepard works there. But you're going to pay for the RAM, and you're going to pay for somebody to open it up and pop the RAM in for you. Okay? So when we're talking stores and the buying that we're talking right now, we're talking about if you buy it in a store, usually you can't do anything. If you go to Office Max, you go to Walmart, Micro Center actually maybe, but most places the way you get it is the way you get it. Online, however, lets you customize stuff because they have, number one, it makes it look like they're customizing, but they probably have thousands of each one already ready to go, and you're just picking which option. Okay, but you can customize things like the CPU, the memory, the hard drives, within reason. They're not going to give you a whole, they're not going to say, you can choose any hard drive you want. They're going to say, here's a couple choices, here's a couple choices. And you can, online you can make some choices that you don't get to make if you go into a store. Which one do you think is probably cheaper?
Store.
Online's almost always cheaper, okay? Why? Because there's no overhead for online. Okay, yeah, but they don't usually provide free shipping. You have to pay for shipping. But usually because the overhead with the store, a store costs more. Not always. Sometimes you can walk into Walmart and they've got their deal out there and it's a really, really good deal, but it's usually not a high-end PC. You're not going to get a good high-end PC at one of these places cheaper than you're going to one that you customize online. Because usually the ones here that are on sale are a year or two old. That's why they're on sale. Okay, so we're going to look at online and online customizing. And when you guys go to do this project and you've got $500, you can go to Best Buy online. You can go to Office Max online. You can go to those online places to find your PC too. because you're trying to find the best thing you can find at that price or under. Okay, so if it's $500, you got $500. Shipping doesn't count, and tax doesn't count. We're not going to put those in there. Okay, so however you buy it, shipping doesn't count, tax doesn't count, because that would throw it over at some spot. So if we go online, and I'm going to go to the Dell site to kind of show you what I'm talking about and how it customizes. We're going to start with the cheap low-end PC today to look at one. So if I go to Dell and I say I want to buy a PC, and since I'm saying under $500, I'm going to say it's a home PC. Oh yeah, and I wanted to talk about that too. When we did our motherboards, what were the categories that we did our motherboards in?
Home business.
Okay. So we did home, business, and gamer PCs. Really, I could have said low, mid, and high level PC. But this made more sense to you guys probably, so that's why I use this term. Okay? Is my computer at home a low level PC? You guys don't know, but no, it's not. It's a high level, it's a gamer PC. Is my computer at work right there next to my desk a mid-level PC? No, it's a high-end PC. Okay, it would easily be a gamer PC. Are our servers business PCs? No, those are high-end PCs that could be gamers. So it's kind of a misnomer. When I used home, business, and gamer, I was really talking about a low-level PC, mid-level PC, and a high-end PC. It doesn't have to be used for game. It doesn't have to be used at home. That's just kind of to give you an idea. So when we're looking at this $500 range, we're really not saying necessarily home. We're saying a low-end PC, but they do the same thing. If you went to the business one, you would be looking at mid-range PCs. So I start out here at home, and I'm going to go, and we're going to do desktops, or I'm going to click here desktops and all-in-ones. And I'm going to say on the Dell side, it's real nice because I can say, hey, I want to spend under $500, so I'm just going to click there. And there's only one PC. And you're saying there's two PCs there. No, there's really only one. This is an Inspiron 6200, and this is an Inspiron 6200. It's just already pre-configured differently. So we're going to start with the cheap one, and I'm going to do the customize and buy. And this is what you guys are going to be able to do with your money when you guys go to look. And we're going to look at a couple different online sites. Dell's not the only one. You can go to Dell, you can go to HP, you can go to Gateway, you can go to Alienware, which actually is owned by Dell. But so if I go here, I'm starting out with a $349, if I could speak, PC, but I'm going to add things to make it better to try to stay under $500. So here's my first thing it's going to ask me, and if I look down on the row down here, these are the things it's going to go through right down here on the bottom. So the first thing it's asking me about my processor. It comes with the Pentium processor. It's a 2.7 gigahertz with 3 meg of cache. I could upgrade it to a 3.3 gigahertz with 3 meg of cache, or a 3 gigahertz with 6 meg of cache. Now, when you're thinking about buying a PC, is a CPU something that we can upgrade easily later? No, it's not, right? It's a hard upgrade. Yes. Yes. Hello?
Hello? Hello?
I'm just going to put on that disturb, and that'll save that a little bit. So this is one of the ones that you want to think about now. You know, memory, is that an easy upgrade later? Yes, memory's easy upgrade, hard drive's easy upgrade, CPU not an easy upgrade, right? I gotta basically throw it away to upgrade it. And I gotta take lots of things apart that it's not as easy to do. So this is one of the places that if I was actually going to buy one, this is when I decide early where I want to throw my money in, okay? Because it isn't easy to do up later. I'm gonna say that I think this one that says Dell recommended for the additional $75 is probably a good choice. Do I really need to go, you know, how much change am I getting here? Yeah, it's got additional cores, but I'm going to stick with this one. This one, by the way, is a dual core and this is a quad core. But it's slower, but it has more RAM, or more cache. But it has more cache because it has more cores. So anyway, so I'm going to say I'm going to upgrade that one. So I'm going to continue there. Operating system, operating system it comes with. And this is one of the advantages of buying versus building. Does anybody know how much Windows Home Premium costs if I wouldn't have to buy it? $99. Okay. So $100. Is that what you said? Okay, yeah, it costs $100 if I wanted to go buy it. So if I build my own, there's $100. Now, can I build a PC without spending that $100?
Yes.
By putting what on the PC? I can put Linux. I can put Ubuntu on it for free. So when you guys do your projects, if you've got $500 and you're building a low-end PC, you do not have to buy Windows. Okay, you do not have to buy Windows. But if you've got $1,000 or more and you're saying you're buying a mid to higher level PC, you do have to include $100 for Windows. So really, you only have $900 to spend on the hardware if you've got $1,000, because you've got to buy Windows if you're buying a high-end gamer PC. There's no reason to buy a high-end PC and put Linux on it, because a low-end PC runs Linux great. So you can spend all $500 on hardware and say you're not going to buy this. So this is one of the advantages of buying online, that they get the software almost free from Windows. Okay, they're probably paying $15 to $20 to Microsoft for that copy that you have to pay $100 for. So I'm not going to upgrade this. I'm going to leave it where it is. In fact, I'm going to pop by a bunch of these because I don't care about Microsoft solutions, the support, protection. We're not buying monitors. I'm going to skip all the way down here at the bottom to memory. Now, it comes with 4 gig of RAM. It's pretty good. 2 more gig, I can upgrade to 6 gig of RAM for an additional $30. Okay. The question is, number one, that's an easy upgrade. But what I don't know is how many DIMMs this actually, how many spots it actually has for memory. This motherboard only has 2 spots. This is a good deal. If this motherboard actually has 4 spots, and I'm only using 2 of them, because it says the base model is 4 gig on 2 DIMMs. If there's 4 spots on the motherboard and I have 2 free, that's not a good deal, because I can just buy 2 more and stick them in for $30. Okay, and I could actually, for $30, I could get myself up to 8 gig. But if there's only 2 spots and I want to upgrade later, what do I have to do with those 2? I have to throw them away. So the problem here with buying one online is I have no idea what motherboard I'm getting with this sucker. I don't have any idea how many expansion spots. Does it have PCI? Does it have PCI Express? We don't know anything about the motherboard as we look at this online system, which is one of the really, really crappy things about going online. Because if I said, hey, I'm going to buy this nice base level system, and I'm going to put a really good video card in it, turn it into a decent gamer system, and I open it up and there's no PCIX spot, can I turn it into a good gamer system? I am hosed. And there's no way for me to know without calling Dell. If I call Dell, maybe they would know. So I don't know whether this is a good deal or not, because I don't know whether, because it still says 6 gig, 2 DIMMs. I actually don't know how that's possible. I don't think they make 3 gig DIMMs.
4 and 2.
Yeah, maybe it's a 4 and a 2. I didn't think about that. Okay. So, and I'm unsure whether that's a good deal or not. Without knowing the motherboard and anything about the motherboard, there's no way to know. So I'm going to leave this one at 4 gig because 4 gig works pretty well anyway. Because I'd rather wait and see if there's something else I want first. And if I have money left, I'll come back to the memory. If I knew more about the motherboard, I would be able to know whether this is a good deal. You understand why I'm saying if there's 2 free spots? 4 gig of RAM costs $30. I'm only getting 2 more for that $30. But if I have no spots, that's a good $30. Because I don't want to have to throw away my RAM later to upgrade. So I'm going to leave that the way it is. So I'm going to skip the security center because I think it stinks anyway. Optical Drive, I'm getting a 16-time DVD burner. And they're asking if I want to pay another $79 for a piece of software. Same burner with Rock Geo Creator 2011. Yeah, it's not a good deal. Windows 7 knows how to burn DVDs. That's a terrible deal. I think Dell's hosing me that right there. So I'm going to skip that one. So I get to my hard drive. It comes with a 500 gig hard drive, and I can upgrade it to a terabyte hard drive for another 50 bucks. It's not a bad deal. It's about a terabyte hard drive. If you went to buy it at Newegg, it's 95 bucks. Okay, so 500 gig for 50 bucks. That's probably a good deal. That's probably a decent upgrade right there. So I'm going to pick that one. And by the way, if you're not going to use it for gaming, probably the 500 gig's good enough. But if you're going to use it, if you're going to keep all your pictures, if you're going to use it as a media center to keep movies on, then I probably want the terabyte. Okay, that's a personal choice right there, whether you've got the money left or not. Because I'm up to $479 right now. See, wireless. Do I need wireless? It comes with wireless for free. So there's no reason to upgrade to this one. I'm not sure why. It comes with Dell Wireless WLAN mini card included inside it. I guess this would be better maybe because it's outside, an outside antenna if your wireless is weak. And then do I want a printer? No, I don't want a printer. I'll take the standard keyboard, the standard mouse. Although if you've got money left, when you guys are configuring yours, you're more than welcome to add a wireless keyboard and wireless mouse. Although I'll tell you that this is a pretty hefty price, 79 bucks for a wireless keyboard. You could buy one cheaper than that if you were doing one on your own. The one I just got for my dad online, I got him a real nice wireless keyboard and mouse. I know I didn't spend 79. I probably spent 29 for his. So I would stick with the default ones unless you've got money left. If you have money left too, you could get speakers. I would say speakers are a requirement for a PC, although you could use headphones, I guess. Am I still under budget? I'll go over budget if I grab those speakers, so I'm not going to grab those speakers. See what other desktop essentials. I don't need a webcam. I don't need to, this isn't a gift for anyone. Get some skull candy headsets. I could plant a tree if I want to. Throw $2 on there to plant a tree. Just kidding. An in-home installation. They will plug it in for you for only $89. Isn't that nice of them? Really, 89 bucks? So they'll come in and set it up of one service option, or I don't even know what that means, versus 2 service options. What is that? Let's see what that means. Sometimes you need more than just a phone call. Let our expert technicians take care of you. By the way, you can get a job with Dell. This is a local person. Dell hires local people. If you ever go online to the Dell site, you can apply for that, and then Kevin could come over to your house and get paid. You'd probably get half of that, and Dell will keep the other half just to plug in your PC for you because he knows that the keyboard goes in purple and the mouse goes in green. So, kind of ridiculous what you're paying for that one. Although I think they transfer, did they just say they transfer your data too? It might do a data transfer from your old PC.
Yeah.
Or no, offers available 1, 2, or 3 options. Set up your computer, data transfer, internet, email. Oh, so you only get to pick one of those things they'll do for you, or 2 of those things they'll do for you, or hey, we'll do all of them for $149. We'll hook up your internet for you too. It's still kind of ridiculous. Amanda could do most of those things on there for us, right? So once I'm done, right here when it says review and checkout, there's no real easy way for you guys to get this on your PowerPoint presentation, by the way, other than doing screen captures, although you can do this print summary, but that's not perfect. You'll see what it looks like. Like, what is this? We didn't see any, I mean, it kind of is a little messy on the left-hand side, but you will be able to, if you get this, you'll be able to grab that and put that in your PowerPoint, because you don't need all the SKU number and all that stuff, okay? But you can take this, and then if you hit Control P, you can print it to PDF Writer, and when you do that, it makes, I think I already have one from first block, I'll write that one. It makes a PDF then that I just saved on my desktop that when you're looking later and comparing stuff, you might want to save a couple of these so you can figure out which one you like the best. Because you're not, I don't want you to just go to Dell and say, okay, I'm going to get this $500 PC. I want you to go to Dell and say, okay, this is what I could get at Dell for $500. Now I want to go try somebody else, which you can get ones that you don't customize too with your money. So I could go to Tiger Direct or Newegg and buy a complete PC there. But you can't buy parts for this part of it. You have to buy a complete PC. So if I go to Tiger Direct and say I want a desktop, and these you're not going to get to customize. HP, Dell, Gateway you can customize. So I want to go, I'm going to say from $200 to $499. And it can't be eBay, it can't be Craigslist, it can't be used, can't be refurbed. It has to be new. Okay? So some of these you're going to see, in fact, let me go from high to low. So this one for $499 is refurbished. Desktop PC, can't use that one. That one does not say refurbished, so I could use this one. So let's see what this one looks like for $499. And, not that matters, but it is free shipping, because we said shipping doesn't count. So for $499 on this one, is this one as good? No. No, I only get 2 gig of RAM. I only get a 250 gig hard drive. It's 2.7 gig versus a 3.3 gig processor. This one's kind of poo. Let's see if they got another one that is decent. In fact, I can look at most of the specs right here. This one's 4 gig, 500 gig hard drive, 500 gig hard drive. I think we did better with the Dell one. 1.5 terabyte hard drive with 8 gig of DDR. Let's look at this one. Did it say refurbished?
One wasn't bad.
It's refurbished. Which one?
The top refurbished one wasn't bad at all.
No, it wasn't if it was your own money, but we're trying to say what can we get? A new PC.
8 gigs of RAM.
Well, yeah, if you were looking for one for your own use, that would be great. Look, it's got 8 gig, it's got a 1.5 terabyte DVD-RW. Yeah, it's an AMD Phenom 6-core. That would be nice. You can't use it for the project, but if you're looking for yourself, you could.
It's bogus.
And by the way, I will let you know that when you get refurbs at Tiger Direct, they're in good shape. All these laptops are Tiger Direct refurbs that we have. They still have the plastic on them. I mean, I was still pulling off the plastic. So they were brand new for all intents and purposes. Come with the same warranty and everything else. So it's just, that's not a repeatable price. It's only there while they've got those versions of that one versus the other ones which are new, okay? So you can look at places like that, and then we can go to things like HP, where you can build a PC as well, and I'll let you know HP was slower than molasses this morning. And sites like Alienware, which if you've got a lot of money is awesome. And I'm going to tell you that you can also just Google something like new PCs, and you'll see who all sells new PCs that way by looking down through here, okay? Alienware is one of the, if you haven't heard of them before, they're one of the best gamer sites, but I will tell you that they were bought out by Dell, but they're still maintained mostly separately. And as far as a gaming machine, if you have the money, Alienware are really, really nice PCs. But they don't have a $500 one. I mean, this is the lowest end one they have at $700. But if you had $1,000 to spend, this might be a nice place to start with a configuration there. Let your hero out. And then HP's builder has the same kind of deal. So what I want everybody to do right now is I want everybody to go to a site, and I want you to just build one for, we're going to say $1,000. Okay, you've got $1,000 to spend. I want everybody to build one, and I want you guys can't use Dell over there. You guys can't use Dell. You guys have to use HP. You guys can use whatever you want. So we get different. Okay, this is just for this one exercise that we're doing right now.
Can you customize on Alienware?
Yes.